What doth it do, miladies, milords, fucking gamers, readers, nerds, whatever the fuck you want to be labeled? Welcome into another Friday night of just pure, beautiful, hydrational fucking matters, baby. We're here. We're here, we're here, we're here. Pinkies out to all you beautiful motherfuckers. Hopefully you had a good holidays. And if you don't celebrate the holidays, hopefully you had a good hydrational time. Whatever it is, whatever it is. Your prayers have been answered. Hey, Father, Son, Patrick Swayze, Britney Spears, baby. Right at you. They call me the lewd lord for a reason. Listen, I'm not as popular as the big dog upstairs, but the lewd lord still got some motherfucking sacrilegious in him. So, boom, I'm here. I'm here. How you doing, Shauna? Hopefully your holiday dinner was palpable. And you got through it, and then everything after that was cream and peaches, or whatever the fuck you like to eat, whatever dessert. I'm trying to like coordinate my wording into like something that you would enjoy. You know what? Harvey fucking topless with big old titties. There we go. I hope your night was filled with Harvey shirtless and the big old titty peck Harvey mod. I think he's out to that. Listen, we're doing great today. We're doing great today. Yesterday was a blessed day. We were here. We hung out in the bayou. Matter of fact, we're going to be back in the bayou today. But yesterday was fine. I didn't get to go to the gym. But I went to the gym today, and I was going to do arms. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be up tomorrow. I'm going to be doing legs. So let me just take a little bit of a rest day, and let me do just straight cardio. So I did 30 minutes of cardio. Fucking fantastic. My lunch was fantastic. We had some baked ham left over. I've been gnawing in that shit. Baby. The hair is washed. Fucking body is washed. Fucking body of Christ, baby. Body of Christ. Exactly. Hold on. Your sister and you performed Wicked from memory on the way home from dinner. That's dope. That's fucking, you know what I mean? Like that's some like that's the type of home recording you find when you're like older and your father or your mother took a video of you and your sister recording this shit, but now you're reliving it. Now you're reliving that shit in HD 4K in modern times. My dad wanted out of the car. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to say I nod in solidarity to the man. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say here. I'm not going to say there. I'm just going to look into the camera and give a little bit of a nod. That's it. I will not be a nod. Yes, a nod in solidarity, but I can also give a nod in solidarity to you and your sister too. It works both ways. A nod in solidarity is for anybody that needs a nod in solidarity. I am not picking no sides. I'm just giving a single nod in solidarity. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's all I want to do. It means neither here and it means neither there. It's just but a nod of solidarity. Write that down. Write that down. Hold on, I gotta go live on TikTok. Fuck, man, I keep forgetting these shits. I keep forgetting these things. Eventually, here, listen. Let me bust out the motherfucking plans here. Okay, let me bust out the plans here. Eventually, I want to do a stream probably next week sometime because unfortunately, I am going to be busy from Sunday until Friday. So maybe, possibly, Friday evening, we will stream. And I really want to do like some voiceover work stuff. Like, and what I mean by like voiceover work stuff is like, I just want to get in here and I kind of have like some script written up and stuff like that. But like, I also want the hand-holding hooligans to be like, hey, listen, I think it would be cool if you tried to do a little bit of this character or a little bit of this character. So I think that's what we're going to do fucking Friday evening, the second. I'm going to try my best, depending on plans and depending on, you know, what's going on, to be here for midnight for New Year's Eve, so that y'all can come and hold some motherfucking hands and sip some goddamn water with me, and I can sip some water and hold hands with you. It's a two-way street. What up, handsome? Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. Listen, I've said this before, and I'll say it, and I'll continue to say it until I am no more. I do not like my voice. That is why whenever I listen over to like my content, or like I watch my fucking my YouTube videos or shit like that, I keep that stuff on mute. I don't like my voice. I don't like my voice. I'm on the big TV. How do I look? Hold on. How do I look? How do I look? Do I look beefy? Do I look beefy in HD? Do I look beefy? Do I look beefy in HD? 4K? All like 78 inches? No, you got a big TV. It's probably not like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it's not 78 inches, because you're a bad bitch and you work for your money and you get your money up, not your funny up, baby. I got nothing to say about that. It could be a 78-inch TV. Fuck if I know. But how do I look? Do I look good? Do I sound good? Appreciate being on the big TV, big pal. Appreciate that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because like 65 inches of thick. Oh my God, hold on. I gotta show. Hold on, before I do my next gesture, okay? Are there younglings in the room? Cause I don't want to do my next gesture and there be younglings in the room. So I'm being a very responsible adult, and I'm trying to, like, you know, plan accordingly. Trying to plan accordingly. Listen, I curse like a motherfucker. And I have no qualms about that. But listen, y'all are gonna let me tell you a little bit of lore about your boy here. Okay? Let me tell you about a little bit of lore about your boy. I used to work for a game store. I've maybe said that like a time or two, but like in my job at that game store was I worked with the kids. I taught them how to play fucking Pokemon. You know, I taught them how to play Magic. I did other things with the children in that aspect of thing. And one of my favorite things that I did while at the shop was I did like kids D&D. Now listen, you know I love D&D, I love world building, but these kids knew more about the system and the rules than I did. And I was very honest with them. I was like, listen, y'all are coming out of the gate hot. You guys are incredible. You know the rules better than I do. All I can do for you is I can give you a campaign, and I made that shit up on the fly, baby. I made that shit up on the fly, and I like to think to this day those kids had so much fucking fun. Like, I'm talking, I had monsters built up, I had like templates of health and like very generic attacks, like nothing too fancy, like, you know. And I vaguely remember the setting of the game, and it was like sort of like a little bit of Wizard of Oz type of influence, where there was this big old entity like the wizard, and he sort of had a lock on the land and the magic and stuff like that. But there was this yearly, I think it was like some sort of tournament. It was a yearly tournament where if your adventuring party won, you can pick one magical item to use. Other than that, the world of magic was very linear, and you were not supposed to do it. It was very outlawed. It was very heavily handed, shackled up. And some of the realms that we went into in this tournament was like, one of them, of course, was a bog. You already know I fuck with swamps and bogs and everything like that. But the bog was sort of an outliner out of the jurisdiction. Fuck me, man. Whatever the fuck that word is. Outside the rule, outside the thumb of the general authority that this tournament was taking place in. And there was a big old frog. And what inspired me to put this big old frog in the realm, like this frog was like the mother frog, like everything in this thing, you know, came from this frog, was I think I was watching Naruto, and when Naruto went to study under the sages and the frogs and stuff like that, there was two big motherfucking frogs, and I love them. So I was like, you know what? I gotta put this in the campaign. I gotta put this in the campaign. And long story short, it was just so fun. It was so fun to see them sort of, and we didn't just do like narrative based stuff. Like we didn't just do like the role playing. We actually did combat. We kept our stats and everything like that. It was a very good time. And that is one of my yeah, Gambanto. Yeah, that's what inspired me. This frog was huge. Like this frog essentially made the plane around it. But anyway, long story short, and another plane that we went to and we visited was like a rust land. So like I'm big on different magical sort of essence, right? And you might have heard me say like don't trust the Fae and stuff like that, but I love mythology. I love, the Fae. I love different subsects of the Fae, all that kind of stuff. So what this Rust land was essentially the fairies. Their magic had been siphoned out of them. It had been rerouted under this new authority. And there were little pockets and little tribes that sort of held on to like a small flicker of magic and it kept them going. But the other ones sort of turned their back on the magic and they started to really get into like old school like steampunk machinery and more mechanical based activities than magic, and like they were at war. Oh man, it was just a good time. It really was. I think that one of my shortcomings when it comes to like D&D and being able to like be a DM is because I don't have the vast well of knowledge that it's needed to be a DM, right? Because if you're going to DM, not only do you have to have a knowledge of the things that you're doing, the monsters, the environments, all of these different things, but you have to have an understanding of what your players are playing, what class they're playing, what their background is, what weapons they're using, all of these sort of things, because if there's questions that come up, you need to be able to answer them. And I'm not afraid to admit, listen, I've played D&D a couple times in my life. I love it. I love the aesthetic of it. I love everything, about it. But physically sitting down and having people to play with and stuff like that, I haven't had that many tables that I've sat down with. So sometimes I'm fucking looking at my dice. I'm like, well, shit, what do I roll? You know what I mean? And that stuff comes with experience in actually learning and doing the things. So like, that's really like the catch 22. But when it comes to like world building, oh my God. If I could sit down with somebody that was like just purely 110% about the mechanical side, the back end side of it, and I could be like the world builder, oh my God, man, it would be so fun. I feel like it would be so fun, man. It would just be, uh, it would be so good. I'm going to be building a campaign. Good. You should. You absolutely should. But like I said, I don't know if you heard me speak about it. Either you need to be very well versed in the mechanics and the rule sets and everything like that, or you need to have somebody that is very in tune with the laws and everything like that of the game. Because I have no doubt that you can build a fantastic campaign and you can build a fantastic narrative. There's no doubt in my mind that you have every sort of creative fucking capability of doing that. The only thing is if you are going to run that campaign, and you might not want to run that campaign. You don't necessarily have to. You can build a campaign and have somebody fill in as the DM. That's perfectly fine. But if you are going to actively try to run that campaign, I would suggest really, really, really sitting down and learning the rules first and then building the campaign. And why I say that is because, you know, there are certain things that in your campaign might change based upon the rules and what game you're using. So if you're using, you know, D&D 5th edition, you know, there are the rules there. There's also Pathfinder. There's also like D&D 2nd edition. There's all of these different editions, and all of them have different rules that might be similar, but then they might be a little bit different. So if I had to give like just, and this isn't advice, I'm not telling you what to do. You know me. I listen. I can never tell nobody know what the fuck to do unless they like it. And even if they like it, I don't fucking. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy the dynamic that is me, because the way and let write this shit down. I want everybody, pen and paper, write this shit down. Okay? The way you hear me talk to motherfuckers is not the way you should talk to motherfuckers. Underline that shit, capitalize it, italicize that shit, whatever you gotta do. You might hear me speak to somebody in a certain fashion. That is no way an invitation for you to try to adapt your terminology to talk to them the same way. Don't do it. Don't do it. I plead with you. I plead with you. I'm on my hands and knees. That is the quickest way for somebody to fucking just cut you out of their life. Listen, if I had to take an outside step and like I was just an outsider looking at the way that I talk to people, I'd be like, holy shit, how the fuck are these people still friends with him? Like what the fuck is this man doing? Like it's absurd. It's absurd. And you might think, oh well, if I talk to somebody like that, they're gonna be the same. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am a special project. Okay? I can't read. I can't write. I'm colorblind. I'm undiagnosed. I'm bipolar. I got a lot of things going for me. It is probably easier to think about me talking to these people the way that I talk to them because I'm the fucking Make-A-Wish kid. That's probably the easiest way to think about it. And if you are not a Make-A-Wish kid, do not be speaking to these motherfuckers like that. I don't know how crispy clear I could be, right? I do not want. And the reason I say this is because this has been the second time in my life that I have been told that how I speak to them, nobody else could speak to them. First Big Pout. Big Pout, it was so fucking fun. We're going into a tangent. Not everybody can talk like that. Exactly. Do not talk. The way that I am and the way that I speak is not an invitation for you to try to parrot. I am not a person that you should be parroting at all. Not a word, not a mumble, not a hum. Do not repeat anything that I say unless it's really smart. Unless it's really smart and it really makes sense. And like, I'm talking like the type of sense where you got to ask Google and then you got to ask a trusted adult if this makes sense. You need the double fucking authentication before you start saying anything that I say. You let's put that out there, right there. But I talk like you to everyone. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't even try to play that. No, you don't. No, you don't. But it was funny because for a while there, some of Big Pout's friends were. This is one of the funniest things. Listen, I don't want to give too much detail, so I'm gonna really like take my time with the words because I don't want to put anybody on the spot or anything like that. It's just super funny how these events took place. Anyway, you know, if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, a podcast, Hand Holding Hooligans podcast, and some of the episodes, some of Big Pout's friends would listen and they would hear how I would speak to her and they would hear how she reacted to it. So in IRL, they would try to sort of mimic that, and it did not work. It did not go over well. It was not a good time. It was not a good time. She was very angry. Very angry. Rightfully so. Rightfully so, because, you know, I don't know how the fuck she don't get mad at me for the way that I speak to her. She's not. And let me say this. I know that I'm kind of like putting a very negative on the way that I speak because it is. But like, not one of these bitches has ever stepped to me and said, hey, don't talk to me like that. So, you know, I don't know. Are we all fucked up mentally? Absolutely we are. Absolutely we are. Some of these bad bitches, they're medicated, they're actually working on themselves, and I got nothing but love for that. But they ain't never stepped to me and been like, hey, you take it too far, don't ever speak to me like that again. None of them have ever gotten angry with me in the way that I speak. I am disabled. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I told you, but I said that though. I did say that though. I said, listen, anything, the way that I speak to people is because I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. The way that I can speak to these individuals and shit like that is because ultimately I'm the fucking Make-A-Wish kid, dog. Like that's it. That's it. I'm the kid with the fucking spinny hat, and you gotta take me on the ride. You gotta fucking explain shit to me slow. You gotta tell me how to say words. It's fine. You know boundaries and when to do it and when to not. I mean, that's true. That's true. Like I never speak to people in a way disrespectfully. It is very natural. It is just very like, this has been me, and this has been the way that I speak to these people for a very long time. So like, this is not, I've never once been fake, or I've never once switched up the game. So that's true. I do respect boundaries, and I do communication to me, it first and foremost, is very massive. I think communication is very, very, very strong. And even regardless of whatever fucking avenue of life it is, friends, romanticizing, it doesn't matter. Communication is very, very much needed. And I also understand that my tone at times can be very monotone. And I always want to, I call them like tone check-ins, right? Because like I'll send something or I'll say something, and then I'll be like, fuck, man, that can be taken in a very harsher tone. And I understand that the people that I speak with are very sensitive in some ways. Don't get me wrong, they're bad bitches. They handle their shit, but they sensitive motherfuckers. So like, I gotta be aware of that. And I think that's also like something very powerful for people to like. And again, this is not me giving advice, but the deeper you enjoy somebody and the longer you enjoy somebody, you also have to be very aware of like tones and stuff like that. Because, you know, these bitches, they mothers, these handsome motherfuckers, they're fathers, they got jobs, they're doing shit on the regular, and they are handling their business. They are working. They're going to school, whatever it may be, whatever facet they're doing. And it's the least I can do when I'm speaking to them, to be like, hey, listen, I know that tone can come off a certain way, but that is not how I meant it. Now, I will say this. If I give a tone warning and then they're like, oh, well, fuck you then. Listen, in full disclaimer, I told you the tone that I was putting out there and the way that I meant to say it. If you want to fucking take it another way, bitch, that got nothing to do with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can only do so much. If you as a person want to ignore what I'm saying and you want to flip your own narrative, boo-boo, write the book. I don't give a fuck. I ain't going to read it. I don't know how to read. But you can write the book if you want to. Yeah, exactly. If the tone is off, and that's something that is very important to me too, is I always try to, when I communicate, have a decent tone, right? Like, I don't know, because I'm a very sensitive. Listen, it might not sound like it, but I'm a sensitive dude. I always have been. Been a very sensitive man, and you know, I do not take feelings in whatever degree, big, small, little details. I am a very detail oriented person, and I pick up on a lot of things. So I'm always learning. Like, I'm always absorbing stuff with people. I'm always absorbing, and you know, I know a lot of things, but I would never use those things in a harmful way or a disrespectful way. Write that shit down. I might disrespect them, but it's never disrespectfully. That's the key thing right there. Sometimes they like to be disrespected a little bit, but not disrespectfully. There's a difference. There's a difference. And if you don't know the difference, I hope one day you find the difference, because I can't explain it. It's just one of those things that you know or you don't know. It's you know, it is what it is, dog. I can't, you know, oh, I didn't even look. I'm sorry. Let me see. Oh, snap. I'm on the TV, y'all. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, I'm so happy that, like, I'm not balding. Like, look at this. Because Big Pouts got me on the 75-inch right now. Your boys made it, right? Anytime one of the hand-holding hooligans is like, listen, I got you on my TV. I don't give a fuck who's around. I know I fucking made it. But, like, I'm lucky I ain't got no bald spots, because, like, look at this. Boo. Yeah, baby. I got a mane. I got the beard. I'm all right. I'm checking all the cylinders. I'm checking all the fucking check marks of being on the big TV. Yes, all based on the settings of it. And sometimes you gotta say fuck the settings, because, you know, sometimes, listen, be honest with you. I love me bad bitches, and I love all you bad bitches. Y'all know that. But sometimes y'all get in your own head and you build up these fucking walls, and you think these certain things, and I just need to be a fucking, like, a wrecking ball of just be like, just plow through that shit and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm a realist. Listen, the best way I can describe me is I will bust down all of your walls, but I will never lay a hand on you. I will just stand there menacingly. I'll bust down your walls like Kool-Aid Man, and I'll just stand there and look at you and be like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck? And sometimes y'all are delusional as fuck. Exactly, mama. Oh, let me tell y'all a story right now. Let me all tell you a story. So, mama, in all of her glory, decides that she wants to get back in her stripper heel era. I got no disrespect for that. I think there's a time and their place for hoe shit. Look at me. I think you should have your tits out all the time if you want to have your tits out. Of course, asterisk, of course, read the fucking room. I'm not going to say take your tits out in front of some strangers unless you want to. And those strangers are consenting of tits. So on and so forth. But anyway, back to the conversation. So we're playing fucking Fortnite, and mama's like, yo, dog, I kind of want to get in some stripper heels. I'm like, I audibly was just like, as soon as she said that, I was like, no, the fuck you don't. And then she started to like explain it more, and she tried to like plead her case and shit like that. And then she's like, well, I'll wear stripper heels, but my, you know, Hydro, my man's gonna be there. I was like, that's fine. If you wear stripper heels and there is a force to help you, to lean on, I'm okay with that. Wear your stripper heels, but only wear them for like 15 minutes, because you know you're gonna be a fucking a huge, massive bitch after 15 minutes. They have an expiration date. And then I was like, mama, first of all, you ain't young anymore. As much as you want to be, you know, you want to think that you got the stripper heels in you, you don't. You ain't got the ankles for it, bitch. You're gonna be getting in those heels, and you're gonna take 2 steps, and your ankles are gonna fucking, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. So moral of the story is, I think the tail end of the conversation was that she would wear stripper heels, but she would bring other shoes, and Hydra would be there, and I was like, that perfect. Hey, listen, we got there. As long as you don't feel bold enough, because I'm not gonna be a yes man. That is one thing in my life. I will never be a fucking yes man to nobody. I will never be like, hey mama, yeah, you should totally wear those stripper heels out by yourself. Bitch, no you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. First of all, you're not as young as you used to be. Second of all, you're clumsy as fuck. Those 2 things alone. Those 2 things are, and third, we're not even going to talk about how fucking accident prone you are. There's 2 different levels of that. Being clumsy and accident prone, you're fucked. You're fucked. Like, I'm clumsy, but I'm not accident prone. She's motherfucking both. She's got both. And I'm talking like high degree levels of both. Anyway, so yeah. Exactly. Yeah, her husband carries flip-flops in his boots. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the census that we came to. But the beginning of the conversation was she was very much advocate about like fucking wearing some stripper heels out and about. I was just like, nah, listen, I can't even let you get a fucking semblance of that fucking boldness, girl. I would be a shitty friend if I was just like, yeah, girl, you can go wear some stripper heels. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Listen, we can fill in the details of when you want to wear stripper heels and shit like that, but I will never be like, yeah, you can just wear some fucking stripper heels out on your own. No. Never. You're never gonna catch me. You're never gonna catch me being the yes man. Stripper slippers and stripper heels. Yes. See, I fucks with it. But her stripper heels, listen, this is another thing. We're not talking like no little fucking 1/2-inch fucking kitten heels. She wears heels that fucking make her like 6'2". And this bitch is like 5'6". So like she's getting an extra 7-8 inches out of these fucking heels. So like when I'm saying stripper heels, I'm talking fucking the things that you hear clicking 2 miles away before the stripper even hits the pole. Like that's the type of heels that I'm talking about. That's the type of confidence that she had, and she thought like she was gonna be getting back into. I was just like, no. Boo. No. Start with the little ones. Get your goddamn Bambi legs out. Work it out. Get the confidence. It's like riding a bike. I don't necessarily think you forgot how to walk in heels, but you definitely need to fall down a few times and safely. And then maybe you can start wearing the fucking, 6-7 inch weapon heels. I'm in agreement to that. And you never wear the fucking heels unsupervised. You always got to have your mans in the picture. And that's not even like a safety issue. Like, I'm not even saying that to be fucking misogynistic or anything like that. I'm saying that because it is a health hazard for her to not have her mans right by her when she's wearing these shoes. Like, get the fuck out of here with that misogynistic bullshit of, oh, no. This is very clearly a health fucking hazard for her. That's it. But I would be the same way though. Listen, I don't wear boots, but like if I ever went out with a chick and she's like, I want to wear heels, I would trade my shoes for her. I mean, I would probably have to go like just walk in socks because let's be fair, I ain't fitting in no fucking heels. But like, if she needed some shoes to walk into, I wouldn't be afraid to slip her mine. My New Balance, dog. Listen, my New Balance are nice and comfy. They a little big. But they nice and motherfucking comfy, baby. Don't worry about it. So I can understand that sort of mentality. I'm also built on like the foundation of like, I don't get this, right? Listen, I'm a big proponent of like how, if it's cold out, bring a sweater. But like, come on. If she's looking good and she has a fucking fit, you better let that bitch eat. Give her the fucking hoodie. Don't try to make no statement. Don't try to be like, oh well, you should have bought a coat. Bitch, fuck you. Just give her the coat. She's out here looking like a dime piece, dog. Like you could you could sell her. You can sell $5 just for a glance at how good she looks, and I'm not. That's just quick money. That's just quick money, dog. Like I'm saying more. I'm saying more. But like, if you really just wanna make some moolah, you can be like, listen, $5. You can watch her walk a little, up and down real quick. Just give her the fucking, just give her the hoodie, the sweatshirt, whatever. Or just give her your titties. Men, don't listen. If your girl wants to grab all up on your titties, they're warm. Let her do it. Listen, if you want to come up behind me, listen, of course, there has to be a conversation. There has to be a lead into it. Don't come up and fucking grope me, dog. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck if I like you. I don't give a fuck if I known you. Don't come up behind me and fucking slip your hands up there and fucking palm my titties. You better talk to me about it first, all right? Especially if you go under the shirt. At least give me a warning, right? Give me like a look. It doesn't even have to be a verbal warning. Just give me like a look that I know that it's coming, because, then I'll be aware, because I am undiagnosed. I am bipolar. These things can end very badly for everybody involved. So I'm not saying you can't, but like if you listen, I'm just saying, don't act like this ain't no fucking, you ain't first your rodeo. Secondly, meh? What the fuck you talking about, meh? I'm saying this, all right? I am a very warm man. If you are cold and need to use me for some sort of thermal energy, I'm down for it. If it involves you wanting to sneak up behind me and cop a feel, let me know. That's it. Little communication, little look. Like I said, I'm very detail oriented. You ain't got to say you got to do it, but you got to make it known in some fashion. That's all. Some have to request. Exactly. Some got to request it, but some don't, right? Even the people that do not have to request it, you got to give me like a look. You got to give me like, you know what I mean? You got to hit me with the look of some sort of way. But if you're not on that list, you definitely got to fucking look me in my eyes and ask me first. That's the difference. The people that don't have to ask, they ain't got to say nothing, but they got to give me that little wild look. They got to give me that Donnie Thornberry look, like they're going to get into some fucking trouble. And then I'll be like, all right, it's fine. Go ahead. Oh, don't do that. Well, no, I'm fine with that. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I understand that I am drive-by titty grab. Don't do that. Listen, even if you're on the do list, don't make it a drive-by titty grab. Put some fucking thought and care into that shit. Leave it there for a good 5 seconds, all right? Like, make me feel appreciated, not just like a whore, okay? No drive-by titty grabs. Fondle them. Get the warmth that you crave, and then we can depart. But none of this fucking, I'm not a fucking $2 whore. I'm at least a $12.99 whore. I'm at least the price of Netflix with no ads type whore. That's it. Final. That's it. Final. And I got like I don't know, man. I'm just like, I like to think that I am the ideal person to want to be out in the cold with, because not only if I die do you have a lot of meat to eat, but like I have a lot of hair. I've got a lot of I'm a big man. I got a lot of warmth to me. I'm a pretty big dude. Like I'm a pretty height extended man, so like I can lean over some small folk and protect them from the weathering storms. You know, can't treat a whore like a whore. No, exactly. Because technically, I'm a self-sufficient whore. I don't got no pimp. I'm not out here on the street. The shit that I do is for the love of the game. I don't get paid. You think I get paid for being a hoe? No. No. My hoeing is for the love of the game. Not for no money. And that's the difference. That's the difference. I'm out here hoeing because I love to hoe. I'm not out here hoeing because I got fucking bills due. I hope all the hoes at some point can reach that level. I hope they can hoe for the love of the game and not because they need the money. But if you love the money, that's the same thing, right? That's the same thing. As long as you don't answer to somebody, as long as you're your own boss and you're out here busting that shit open, pussy, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, girl. If you're doing it to your own terms and your own money and your own growth, you bad bitch. You a bad bitch. You don't answer to nobody. But when you start like, getting into these like motherfucker DMing you and be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You're not hoeing for the right reasons. I'll 100% admit. I'll 100% admit. I would 100% be a OF man. If there was a category for the things that I can do and the things that I can bring to the table, that money that people would pay, and I wouldn't even charge like I wouldn't even charge a lot of money. Maybe like $3, 3 Arizonas. You know what? No, I'd make it $4 because sometimes Walgreens got for $4 you can get, for like $3 you can get 4 cans of Arizona. So I'd probably make it like $4 because then I can recycle $1 for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the mathematics. Don't worry about it. Big numbers. But like I would 100% if I met, and this doesn't even have to be like a fucking they don't even have to be my girlfriend or anything like that. If I met somebody that was like, yo, dog, I like what the fuck you're doing. Let us combine our forces and make this content. And you know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be straight. Like, all I'm gonna say is this: sex sells in different ways. Sex sells in different ways. We don't need to put fucking body type A to body type B. There is a plethora of ways that you can make content with a little bit of fucking sensual tension, but you ain't gotta have your titties out or anything like that. It's all about self-respect and what you're comfortable with, and sex sells in different ways. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a very creative man. There are people here that can contest to that creativity, because there have been people in my life that have been like, yo, listen, I really do want to do like content like that. And they're like, well, what? I don't really want to put my tits out. And I'm like, don't do it. If you don't want to put your tits out, don't put your tits out there. You can be there. Oh, listen, I don't want to get too much in detail of it, because then it will like, I am very astute in creativity when it comes to selling sex. That's all I'm going to say. And if you're trying to make some money and you trying to get us both out of the fucking the hood, out of the poverty level, let's fucking take my hand. Let's fucking make some movie magic. And by movie magic, we ain't even got to do like movies and nothing like that. Just know that sex sells in different ways. That's the quote of the stream right there. Quote of the stream. Sex sells in different ways. That's it. You're paying me in sweet tea, dude. I take payments in sweet tea, Waffle House money, Arizona money. At a point in my life, I was like, if you want to get me some chalky milk, I did take chalky milk funds. But since I've started my fitness journey, I have not been on the chalky milk. I've been more on like, like grape. So like if you want to do like my cold grape fun, I fucks with that too. There's many different facets of which I will take payment from. Never, very rarely is it a monetary value. I'll send you. I'll take that too. I'll take that too. See what I'm saying? I'll fucks. I fucks with all of that. I fucks with all of that energy. But very rarely do I allow it to be a strictly monetized value. Right? I don't want no money. I don't want none of that shit. I am a. I'm trying to get better at it because I understand that for a lot of people, gift giving is a love language, and it's an honor for that. It's honor for me to be given gifts by them, but I am a very bad gift receiver because I just be thinking outside the box, right? Like I don't want anybody to spend money on me because that's money that they could spend on themselves in whatever way that they wanted to spend it. So that's really like my mindset when it comes to like people being like, oh, I got you for food and stuff like that. It's like, no. You take that money because you might see something you like at a store and you might want to buy it for yourself. I'm very big on that. I'm very big on those types of things. It's like, and it's bad. It is like I said, I've been working on it. It's a mindset that I've been working on. So you could not be a gift giver, and that's fine. That's fine. There are people out there that they like giving gifts to people, and again, gift isn't like, it doesn't have to be this massive, monetary value. But like if you go out to eat, they're like, oh, I want to pay for you, or if you hang out and they're like, oh, here's a pack of magic cards because I was thinking about you, and so on and so forth. It doesn't necessarily have to be a huge value of the gift. It's just more the thoughtfulness behind it. And I really am trying to be better about it. I really am trying to be better about it because I understand that you don't need to have this mindset. Wait a second, who is that? Who's that puppers? Who is that? Who is that? No, be with. It bothers me. I mean, that's fair. I don't know. My friendship is never transactional. I do not need to be paid X amount of money or be given X amount of things because I like to exist with people. My energy is free. The energy you get here is free. You don't need to be subscribed or anything like that. There's no monetary inclination to just be here and exist with that. I'm teaching her bad things. I'm not teaching her bad things. I'm teaching her life lessons, honey girl. Honey girl, stick with me, girl. You're gonna learn a lot of things. You're gonna learn how to live life good. You're gonna have a wealth of knowledge for free. And when the fuck did you get a dog? Why am I just learning about this dog now? Was this a Christmas thing? Because if it was a Christmas thing, I can forgive it. But like, if this is an animal that you've had for months now, I'm gonna feel a certain way that I was not introduced to this beautiful lady. That I'm gonna feel a certain way, or I will. You know what? I will extend a very kind month-long thing. She just followed you for chicken skin. Facts. I would also follow a bad bitch for some chicken skin too. But I would also follow a bad bitch for a lot less too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I already told y'all. You already know I love me bad bitches. But I love me mean bad bitches. 100%. The meaner, the fucking better. I love me women that look so fucking mean that they are just gonna break your motherfucking heart when you glance at them. Those are my favorite. I love me mean women because the mean women are the nicest motherfucking bitches ever. And if you are honored enough to have that niceness given to you, it is such a treat. It is such delectably, and I eat that shit up. I eat that shit up. I love me a mean bitch that kind of looks at me and rolls her eyes but gives a little smile. That's oh, that shit gets my heart beating a little faster. I love me that. So are you watching Honey? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that Honey is a visitor at your house and not a full-time residence, or are you at your mom's? Don't answer that. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that in a public forum. Or I'm going to assume that you are at your mother's crib and you are watching the dog because that is, or you're probably doing Christmas activities. She's your baby? When? When did this dog come to your house? Because now I feel disrespected. Now I need to know the details of this, because how dare you not introduce me to this beautiful honey girl sooner? I thought we were friends. I thought we had something. I feel betrayed right now. My heart is broken. My heart is breaking. I can feel my emotions coming on strong, coming on heavy, man. I gotta sneeze. Okay, about a month ago. All right, I did give the leeway for a month, but if it was like 2 months, I would feel a certain way. It gets kind of crazy during the holidays. I understand that. I can give a generosity of a month. I can get that. Oh, absolutely. I'll look you right in your eyes. Listen, I'll even take my glasses off, bitch. I'll make eye contact with you. Absolutely, I want your dog. I just want you for your dog. I'm not lying about that one. Why would I lie about that one? Honey is gorgeous. I want to meet her. I want to give her treats, and I want to teach her the meaning of life. And I want to see the pure jealousy in your eyes when she chooses to cuddle and lay on me over you. That's that. Listen, if you got animals, you got to watch them around me. I don't know what it is. Animals and kids, they love me. They really do. Animals and children, they love me. I don't know what it is, but they just do. And it's such an honor. It's such a stamp of approval. Like, especially like older animals, the ones that are like don't really like anybody, or quote unquote don't really like anybody, and they just come up to me and they just plop on me and they want me to pet them. I love them. I love them so much. I love animals in general. Don't get me wrong. I love animals in general. But, she's still learning how to be around people. That's fair. That's fair. And I think that that's going to be something that's going to take some time, especially because, your household is a safe place. Excuse me. Oh, man. Your household is such a safe place, but it's safe in many different levels, and it can be overwhelming, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. When you're in a safe environment, to feel safe like on so many fucking levels, it does get overwhelming because, naturally animals, people, we all have like defense mechanisms up. We have a certain structure, we have a certain script that we have in our head that we present and we live by. So that when we get into an environment where we no longer have to go by that script, and we have this sort of safety to be whoever you want to be without this pressure of being a certain way, it takes time. It takes time. But I'm very happy you got a dog. I think that's going to do great for you and your household. I think Honey's going to be Honey is going to be very happy. I can already tell she's happy. I mean, look at her. Just by the picture you sent me, I can already see that she is enthralled by you, and she will be your sleeping partner. She will be whatever. She will be your reading partner. She's going to be, give it a few months, give it a week. She's going to be right by your side. And she's going to be by the Chocolate Milk Prince's side too. I think her and the Chocolate Milk Prince are going to get along very good. Speaking of children, I have a question. This is for everybody. Is it bad? Okay, everybody knows in March I'm going to see Kato. And recently Santa Claus bought her children these two remote control cars. And what I mean by remote control car, when I say this out loud, I was actually breaking, like, this is so funny because I was at my mom's crib and I was speaking about these things because, like, it blew my mind. It blew my mind that Santa Claus has the technology for this shit, right? When we were little, we had those cars that ran on batteries and they were self-efficient, right? You drove it around, zoom, zoom, fun. No. These things are legitimately both. Not only do they run on batteries, but you have a controller that you can control it too. Blew my fucking mind. Still blows my mind. Anyway, back to the question. If I get consent from both parents, and if one parent agrees to pilot one of the children, can I race Kato's kids in the car? Now, I done said I would get consent from both parents, and maybe one of them would want to be placing bets with me on who would win the race. Is that a sanctionable thing? Can we all agree upon that being a thing? You want Prince? Well, I can tell you what, because I got to watch Prince this week. I'm going to be at the home watching Prince, so Prince can meet Honey, and Honey can meet Prince, and they can be boyfriend and girlfriend, and they can love each other. So, yes, we can introduce Prince to Honey, because that's where I'm going to be this week. I'm going to be up there hanging out with Princey Poo. That's what I'm saying, Hydro. That's what I'm saying. But I'm also a stranger. Like, I don't want to be no disrespectful. I would definitely, of course, get the permission of Kato and the baby daddy. So, like, there's definitely, I would 100% get, and I wouldn't even, listen, I wouldn't even be like the asshole that's like, I gotta raise your kids first. No, I would feel a certain way if they as parents did not raise their children first. Right? I would feel a certain way if I did not bring the idea to the table and they were like, you know what? Let us race our children first, and then maybe you can get winner or something like that. You know, maybe we switch up ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just an idea. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. You will trade Honey picks for Prince picks? Deal. I will even let you call up and talk to Prince and have Honey and Prince talk if you want to. We can make that happen also. Prince is getting gray. My man, my dog, my man's is getting gray. He's becoming an old man. I'd hate to say it, but Prince is of course, I'll take Prince picks, and everybody in the Discord and on the gram will be able to see we'll be able to see Prince too. Oh, does anybody? Well, I'll just ask in general. Big Pat wants to know if anybody plays Lorcana. If you're unfamiliar with Lorcana is the Disney-based trading card game. I'm gonna be honest, I thought about it for a little while. I really did. When I was in my lull of like not playing Commander, there were a couple card games that I considered getting into. Lorcana, One Piece, and that was it. Those were the 2 card games that I was considering getting into. Why? Are you gonna be playing Lorcana? Are you getting into Lorcana? It's supposed to be really fun. Like I was back in the day, me and Chris went to this game store called Caffeinated Gamers, and we played some like Commander and some Star Wars and stuff like that. And sometimes while we were there, they had like Lorcana pre-releases and stuff like that. So it looked really fun. And judging by the cards and you know how they are releasing it, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. I don't know. I don't know the details of it. I don't know much about it. But just judging by some of the cards that I've seen and how it plays, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. I would definitely, if somebody came, let me put it like this, right? If somebody came up to me and was just like, "Hey man, I know you like to play card games. I have a Lorcana deck. Would you like to play Lorcana with me?" I would not say no. And that's saying something. That's saying something. There are some card games that I would just be like, I don't really want to play. One of them is Yu-Gi-Oh. Nothing against Yu-Gi-Oh. I grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh. I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was a kid, but when I actually need to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, my mind just turns to fuck. Like I just disassociate so fucking bad, so bad. There was Yu-Gi-Oh. There was a card game named Vanguard that I had some people that played and they wanted me to get into and learn how to play. I tried my best at, ladies and gentlemen. I could not fucking play it. I've messed up so many times. And shout out to the people that were trying to teach me and played Vanguard with me. They were patient and they were kind. So here's the thing. If you are looking to collect it and play it, it's worth it. However, if you're looking to get value out of the cards, and that is like your sole reasoning, I would say no. And I would say that about any card game, right? Like I would say that about any card game. If you're looking to get into a hobby just for the sake of making money, then no. I would say no. It's probably better to just buy boxes and do whatever the fuck you got to do from there. But if you really want to learn how to play the game and actively collect the cards, I would say yes, go for it. I think Lorcana would be right up your alley. I think the aesthetic of it, I think the decks that you can build. Shit, I remember back in the day, I seen a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs deck. Like, I think you would have a lot of fun with it. So I would say, I understand that. I understand that. But the reason I say that is because, you know, that I also like to play cards, but you have to pick one or the other, right? You can't. If you are looking to get into a game because you want to collect the cards and you like pretty things, absolutely 100% Lorcana, go for it. 100%. If you do not care about the value or what a card can resell for or anything like that, then absolutely I think you should get into the hobby. 100%. And that is my stance on it. 100% I think you should go and get into this. Damn. I was thirsty. I would even learn how to play with you. Listen. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to burp in y'all face like that. But listen. This is something. You could buy me a sweet tea. And you could teach me to play Lorcana, and I could teach you to play Commander. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. You could. Honey can learn how to play too. I'd teach Honey how to play Commander. It'd work out great. It'd work out great. Equal exchange. Equal things. I am teaching you something, and I am. Oh my God! You know what? We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. She says, "I don't know where to start." Okay, I'll tell you where to start. Right here. Let's do this. Lorcana starter decks. Let's see what kind of starter decks Lorcana has. You know what? Let's go to the official website for Lorcana. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. Oh my God. There's a starter deck for $17 right here. This looks like it's a only necessary, whatever. It looks like it is a. It looks like it's got Simba and it's got fucking. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay. So there we go. Whispers in the Well, single player deck. That's one. That's a good place to start. And there's it is. There's one right there in stock, by the way. Wow. Oh, here we go. This is probably the real way you want to start. If you can get yourself on a Disney Lorcana TCG collector starter set, it comes with packs. It comes with a deck. It's great. It's great. Yeah, I would say this. If you need a good starting point, a collector starter deck is the way to go. So we got that one. Then they have Shimmering Skies. They got this one. They got Scar. They got this one. Actually, they have quite a few decks. They got Reign of Jafar. They got Fabled, Goof Troop. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at these decks makes me want to buy one. Oh, God, I would probably get this one. The first chapter, I would probably get this one. Maybe not, maybe not. Oh, here we go. Ursula's Return? Wow. Okay. You want all of them? Girl, you like to go to Target. Go to Target and look. Let's see. As a matter of fact, hold on. Here we go. Target, right here. Continue shopping. Fuck off. There we go. They got the deck right here for $30. For $30, you can go to Target and you can get yourself the collection starter set, and that is the perfect way to start. Not only do you get a deck, not only do you get, stuff like that, you get a deck and you get packs. 100% the best way to start your game and learn on it. So you get 4 Fabled booster packs, 12 randomized cards per pack. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's, And it comes with a Brave little toaster portfolio that holds up to 80 cards. Yeah, I would 100% go with this. And if you like it, then you like it. And then you can go and look for more stuff. But yeah, I would 100%, this is probably the one that you want. And there might be more. I don't know if they have any more, I don't know if they have any more collector's sets or anything like that, but I would 100% start with this. What are you doing, TikTok? There you go. Perfect. Y'all can't even see. TikTok can't even see. We're looking at fucking, hold on, there we go. That's fine. We're looking at Lorcana stuff right now. You was thinking about playing that? Yeah. So like I was saying, Mishi, I was, when I was in my lull of not playing Commander, there were a couple card games that I was kind of looking at, and Lorcana and One Piece was the two card games that I was like, you know what, I kind of have that itch for trading card games. I kind of want to play some trading card games, and these were the two that I really like looked at. So, hey, listen, mwah, big old forehead kiss for you, handsome man. There was an online platform that I started playing, but I was thinking about playing in IRL. Dude, this was quite a while ago, but we went to a local GameStop and like they do pre-releases for this stuff. They do like events and stuff like that. So like it's a game. It's definitely a game. It's definitely something that you can get the fuck into. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something. Hold on, let me boop. Boop. And then we go back to Big Chillin'. Perfect. Oh no, that's what I want. Perfect. Yeah, now we're back to Big Chillin'. But yeah, I would definitely say Big Pal, start with a collector set. Start with a collector set and then work your way from there. I was just getting back into Commander, building a deck currently. Is who I'm building around. Nice, dude. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I've kind of like I've been playing Commander a lot lately. Like just I think it was Monday. I hung out with some friends. We played some Commander. So like I'm very lucky that I have people that I can play with Commander with. But when it comes to like building decks, I haven't really gotten that itch yet. I'm kind of waiting until I start drafting again, because that's normally like when my like, oh, I want to build a Commander deck around this card, and I draft. That's sort of like when the two kind of mingle. So I'm waiting for like, and I haven't drafted in so long. I haven't been to like a Friday Night Magic in fucking years. And I don't know, man. I'm just not interested in like these sets right now. Like I was kind of interested in fuck, man, what was the Magic set called? It was the last in universe set. Eternities, whatever the fuck it was, the one with Teferi and the artifacts and everything like that. I was kind of interested in that one, but that was such a low, man, that shit ran out fast. So now I'm waiting for fucking Lorwyn. I'm waiting for like February in the new year when we get back into the inverse stuff, which is like Lorwyn and shit like that. I'm actually really excited. I might actually do some drafting back then. Yeah, so I like in-universe stuff. So like I'm so they've already laid out their blueprint to fucking, you know, the end of 2026. I don't like the Avatar and the Spider-Mans and all this kind of shit. It's good. I understand where it comes from. The Final Fantasy set was cool. The Edge of Eternities, that was fucking really cool. The cards they had in that set were, oh my god. That is the set that I was like, I would go and draft this set if it wasn't so just like fucking. It was like it was here 1 week and then it was gone. But I'm waiting until we go back to Lorwyn, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Let's start drafting again. Let's start getting that itch. Let's doing the Friday Night Magic, fucking building decks and shit like that. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't really. This is funny because I really wasn't. I'm not a tribe player. I'm more a color player. I've never really been like a big tribe person, but if you're putting me on the spot, I would say squirrels. If I had to like say a tribe, I would say probably my favorite tribe is squirrels. I don't know what it is. I just love the idea of just flinging motherfucking squirrels at people. It's you know, it's just super fun. It's super fun. Of course, goblins too. Goblins is really fun. I am a very aggressive. I'm a very aggressive player, and Gobos is just, come on, it's Gobos. You turn Gobos sideways. There's really not a lot of thought process to a Gobbo deck. We love that shit. Eldrazi's are cool. I like Eldrazi's, not the big bad ones, but I like the It That Betrays. I like the Voidwind Runner. I like the lesser Eldrazi's. You know, don't get me wrong. Emrakul, fucking Ulamog, Kozilek, the big bad motherfucking Eldrazi, they are cool and they have a lot of flavor, but I like the fucking little ones, the ones that come out as like a 1/3 and they're devoid and shit like that. I like that type of shit. Do I play Arena? Nah, not really. Not really. I enjoy my enjoyment of Magic the Gathering is with the cards in my hand. I tried Arena and I really tried to get into it, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't. There wasn't that spark to it. I could not enjoy. It didn't bring me the same love that I have for Magic the Gathering like I do when I have the cards in my hand. It just didn't hit the same. Fuck, man. We've been fucking doing a just chatting stream. We were gonna play some Hunt Showdown, but now we're just doing a just chatting stream, and I love it because I would play some Hunt Showdown, but I'm expecting that within the next 40 or so minutes, I'm gonna get summoned to fucking play some Fortnite. She, I want you to know, bitch, I just opened your text. Yeah, you motherfucker. You Yee! Oh, I got some choice words for you. I literally just opened your text and I looked at that shit. You were waiting for that, weren't you? You were waiting for that. You were fucking sitting there. You were fucking giggling and you were like, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. God damn it, you got me. You made me look. You made me look. The magic, but and that's fine. Listen, Arena, I have just because I don't like Arena doesn't mean I'm dogpiling it. I think Arena's great. I think for people that want the itch and play the game and shit like that, I think it's fantastic. It just don't hit me the same. That's all. I'm not disrespecting Arena. I think it's great. I think, you know, I think it's super fun that you can get on there and you can draft and you can do all these sort of formats and stuff like that. But it just didn't hit the same for me. That's all. God damn it. Not only did I fucking lose the game the other day, she got me with that, and then during Christmas when Santa when she should be sleeping and fucking Santa is coming in town, she hits me with the fucking one for flinching shit. She got me with that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She got me with that shit, and then she made me look now. Fucking, I have some choice words for her. That you called me husbando, and she said she was concerned that you were trying to steal me for several years. Don't get caught slacking. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't get caught slacking, baby. Just don't take the foot off the gas. No brakes. All I'm gonna say, no brakes, baby. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Cause I'm like a goddamn megalodon. You ain't gonna outrun me. I go at my own pace, but I'm always lingering in the background. I'm always lingering in the background. And just when you think it's safe to just take the foot off the gas, I'm gonna be standing at you in the rear view mirror. How is Nurse Joy doing? Hopefully she's doing well. Hopefully you're doing well too, man. Hopefully you had a good holidays and stuff like that. I know you're working hard for your family and shit like that, but hopefully everything's going good, man. It's good to see you, handsome. It's good to see you. Yeah, I got like, you know, a lot of husbands. And I say that, but like their significant other are fully aware that they are my husbands. So like every husband that I have has a wife. So like I'm not a home wrecker. I'm not trying to take them from their significant other. They just need to understand that I exist there too. We share a husband. Now, I might not share your husband's bed. I might not share the love they have for you, and I don't want that. I want that to be for you, that you are the wife, that you deserve that. That is your man's, but that's also my man's too. All right, and you know, and when your husband comes up in my domain, I'm gonna call him handsome. I'm gonna have him blushing, and you know, it is what it is. It just is what it is. Just like these diabolical bad witches like to make me blush, I like to make grown men blush too. I learned from the best, honestly. Honestly, I learned from the best because like I said, I love my bad bitches, but they are fucking sick and twisted. They really are. They really are because they get these sick sense of joy in making me blush and making me just heat up at the, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of, you know, sick thrill they get from this, but it happens. It happens. Just had our 1 year anniversary of actually being married. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. 9 years together, but 1 year fully married. It's about time, bitch. It's about time you fucking you fucking lock that in. All right? Jesus Christ. Legal on paper. Got a daughter here for the holidays. Mishi, I'll fight your kid. That sounds wrong. I'll fight. Listen, I ain't afraid. I'll fight some motherfucking kids, dog. I'll square the fuck up, baby. I'll be listen. I'm already gimp. I got a bad back. I'm already halfway down there on a normal day. Don't make me fucking get in the. Don't make me get in the routine, dog. I'll swing on kids. No, I won't. No, I won't. Please, don't clip that. Don't clip that. I would never swing on no children. Me and Mishi's kid just got some unspoken beef. It's not even beef. Honestly, it's life building fucking morale, right? You need a villain in your life. Low key, everybody needs a villain in their life, and I am Mishi's daughter's villain right now. She is gonna be deathly afraid that I'm gonna take her fucking father from her mother. It is what it is. Everybody needs a villain. Everybody needs a villain. It builds character. I am not afraid to admit that. Dude, somebody's gonna come into these streams one day, and I'm gonna be saying some outrageous shit, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?" They're gonna clip me, and they're gonna fucking put me in a goddamn YouTube video or something like that because, like, you know. To the pig, the farmer always hungry. Dog, I'll fucking bite a pig in the goddamn stomach. You don't know me, girl. You don't know me. I'm a goddamn animal. I'll be fucking King Pig in that bitch. You ever see Batman? You ever see the pig from Batman? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'll survive. I'll survive. Nah, like I said, dude, somebody's gonna come in here and clip the shit that I'm saying, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, how does he talk to people like this?" Because I do. Because I'm not fake, man. All this shit is real, dog. It's just good energy. That's all it is. I am a whore. I am a whore. And you know what? Fuck you, honey. Close your ears. Put your hands over honey's ears right now. Put her over her ears. I don't want her to hear this. I don't want her to hear this. She does not need to hear this fucking tone that I'm about to use right now. Okay? So put your hands over her ears. Fuck you, bitch. Okay? One day I'm gonna meet somebody that fucking matches my hoism, and we're gonna be fucking big hoes together. That's what it is. That's what it is. We're gonna be two whores in one fucking carriage, or whatever the saying goes. Two hoes in a house. Yeah. We're gonna turn that hoe house into a hoe home. Listen, nothing wrong with being a hoe. Like I said, I'm an independent hoe. I do the hoeing for the love of the game. I do my hoeing for the love of the game. I don't even do it for money. You think I'm getting paid? You think I'm getting paid to fucking to be a hoe? Nah, man. I do this shit for the love of the game. You played one Blitz game by yourself just now and didn't like it? Are you trying to, like, fucking become self-sufficient here, bitch? Are you trying to get out of our marriage of being... Are you trying to fucking break up with me? Is that what the fuck you're doing right now? Are you publicly trying to denounce me of being your duo? Because if so, that's some fucked up shit right now. That's some fucked up shit. Yeah, I know you said you hated it, but why did you try? If you knew you was gonna hate it, why did you try? Why did you try? I'm putting my finger in your motherfucking face right now. Put your fucking phone to your motherfucking face so I can fucking put my fucking finger in your face right now. Okay, that's fine. I understand. No, I take back everything I said. I take back everything I said. Little Miss, I understand. Tell Little Miss we'll play whatever character she wants to play in the next 30 minutes, okay? Tell little miss we could play whatever she wants. We'll do characters. We'll emote together and stuff like that. Whatever little miss wants. Whatever little miss wants. It's like Christmas when I was a kid. Nah, listen, that's not even true. That's not even true. I'm not. I'm Big Pat, I'm not gonna air out your grievances and your dirty laundry, but just look me in my eyes when I say this. You know that's not fucking true. If anything, this is warm and fucking. Hey, this is much warmer a Christmas than you've had in your childhood. So you're welcome. At least you got to witness the divorce with two parents in the same room. Sorry. I shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that. I'm allowed to say that because, trauma. Hey, listen, go get some ribs, man. Go put some meat in your mouth, Mishi. Put some meat on your bones. Listen, respectfully, tell Nurse Joy to eat 2 ribs too. Gotta put some meat on her bones too. It's getting cold out here. I don't want to hear no fucking freak accident about how she opened up the door and she got blown away like a fucking napkin from a McDonald's bag. All I'm saying. And you know what? Tell your daughter she's got wonderful parents, and I'm very happy that she's sticking up for them. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, man. Appreciate you stopping in and get you some handsome. But yeah, no, we can definitely do that. We can definitely do that. I was just talking about this. I was like, you know what? We're gonna play some Hunt Showdown, but I love this shit. I love just chatting. I love when you guys are in here and we can just fucking chill out and stuff like that. Because let's be fair, I'm not a very good gamer. I'm not a very entertaining gamer. I don't have really any skill to the games that I play. I don't have any like acute knowledge, tips or tricks or something like that. It's just my personality. You guys are here to watch me play games because I am a good energy to do that. And I love that shit, but I like this. So again, just to, put the plans out there. I am going to try to be streaming here New Year's Eve. So that's a tentative maybe. However, Friday evening, we are going to be here, and I want to do like this just chatting again, but I also want to start doing some voice work. So like the mission I'm going to give you as the hand-holding hooligans is I want you guys to pick some characters that you think that I could voice and do, some quotes on. All right? And if you're not in the Discord, you should join the Discord. Explanation point Discord on the red app and the purple app. If you're on the tiki-taki side of things, you should probably go to the red app and follow the instructions and then join the Discord. And what I want you to do in that Discord is I want you to put the name of the character and some quotes that they do, and then we're going to be doing those characters on Friday the 2nd. New Year's, baby. New Year's. And who knows? If I like the way it sounds, I might make a little video of it, and I might start actively adding, some of this stuff to some voice working portfolio. So, that's always a fun thing. So that is the plan. That is the plan. Listen, I am a survivalist. When it comes to gaming, I can survive. I do have the movement and the self-preservation. And I'm really good at weaseling my way out of things and picking up cards and trying to revive and stuff like that. I'm a big team player. But when it comes to actively doing damage and getting kills, hell nah, brother. Hell nah. I miss all my shots. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for anybody that I play games with if they go down and they have to spectate me because I'm not clutching that shit up. No. You're not going to tell me to stay in the fight. I'm going to run. I'm going to survive, and I'll try to res you. No. Oh, you all went down? You want me to fight the team? No, thank you. I can't do that. I can't do that. What? Oh, what? Me shoot? Come on, man. I'm a passive aggressive. You know, I don't like violence. Why would I shoot my gun? But then again, I don't know. It's very weird because sometimes I be hitting my shots, and sometimes like I'm not good. There's no in between. There's no in between. Sometimes I be hitting shots that make people go like, "What the fuck, man? How many kills do you have?" But then sometimes I'm like a potato and I can't shoot somebody right in front of me. Explain the folks at home what you did. Oh, what my rampart moves? Oh my god, don't even get me started. Don't get me started. So back in the day, Big Pat wants me to tell you the story of our Apex gaming days. All right. Back in the day, we played Apex Legends, and one of the matches was I was Rampart. Rampart is a character in Apex Legends, and she carries a big minigun. That's sort of her ultimate. She carries a big minigun and she can shoot it. Long story short, Big Pout dies, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I'm fucking sliding, I'm dip rolling, I'm doing moves, I'm fucking moving. And just envision this, right? The way I'm moving is right down a hill. On top of the hill, there's another Rampart firing their minigun at me. And on the bottom of the hill, there is another team and a Rampart on that team, and they're firing the minigun up at me from the hill. So I got two motherfuckers firing at me with miniguns, and I'm sitting here, I'm fucking duck, I'm diving, I'm diving, and I got out of that bitch. And I don't know if the teams felt disrespected or something, but they both chased me. It was the most fuck shit I've ever seen in my life, because how are you both teams going to see me get away from you both shooting at me, and then you both are going to be like, you know what, white flags, guys, let's chase this bitch down. Anyway, to finish the story, I broke their ankles, and I think I got the res off. Yeah, I think I was able to res her. I don't remember the details past that, but it was some fuck shit going on. Definitely some top tier fuck shit going on. But you know what? They be doing this in Fortnite too. I say this all the time. I'm like a broken record. It doesn't matter what game I fucking play. I don't know if these people feel like they're getting ego checked or something like that, but I swear to God, I swear that every time I shoot at somebody, and there can be two, and these teams can be fighting each other, I can shoot somebody, I can down somebody, and it's like those teams stop looking at each other, and then they're just like, yup, we're just gonna focus on you now. Yup, we're white flags, right? Truce. Let's kill this motherfucker that just killed somebody, and then they both come at me. I don't know what it is, man. Makes me feel a certain way. Honestly, it makes me feel a certain way. I don't know if it's because I am such a vast, girthy gamer, and they're like, damn, man, we got to get this man off the field, because if we let him cook, he's going to come back, and he's going to fucking kick us in the dicks. I don't know what it is, man. But the shit pisses me off. What up, handsome? How you doing, Stan? Pisses me off, man. I gotta get some water. You know what? What is it? 8:40? We'll go a little bit longer. Here, I'm gonna be right back. This is the perfect time for everybody to get up, stretch a little bit, get some snacks, get some hydration. I will be right back with some water, and we'll probably keep going until about like 9 o'clock, because I think that's when I'm gonna get summoned to play some games. So we're gonna go do that. So I'll be right back. This man. If I do say so myself, you're looking good today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of like the shriveled look. You got some new mud on the back. I like it.
Yo, you know, it's funny you tell this Thickum story. I literally got an email for Thick Sexy. You know,
oh, dude, that's nice. That's nice. And listen, you can be slim thick with it too. Thick is in the inside. It's not on the outside, baby. So let me tell you something. Everybody can be thick. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, well, hold on. We'll let you get out first. No, listen, we'll let you get out first.
Yeah, you
Gentlemen
go ahead.
first.
You got the
Gentlemen
stage.
first. Get on out of here. It's been a pleasure, all right? You're beautiful. I'm proud of you. And stay hydrated, all right?
Yo, stay hydrated, boys.
Absolutely, absolutely. Come here.
Bros.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Mwah. I'll see you later.
I'll see you, homie.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
You want to go kill the other bat?
You know what? We can go get some tomfoolery. Let's make sure this guy gets out.
Continue the story.
Oh, dude, listen, I met a homie. He gave me a little bit of tip, a little luck. I liked his man bun, and then a wolf came around and I died. It was a good love story.
That's amazing.
It's romantic, right?
Amazing.
It's romantic, dude, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Oh my
It's
God, you're
beautiful.
fucking amazing. You're beautiful. Let me give you a forehead kiss. Mwah. There you go. Oh my God. Move. Kiss me.
You know
Kiss
what's
me.
funny?
Come on.
Your stream is running faster than what I can listen in on the game.
Got you. Ah, beautiful. Making out, baby. Look at this. Oh,
Oh.
I'm definitely the top.
I was gonna say, apparently.
All right, we're back. I got some juice too. I was feeling a little bit juicy, and we got some orange pineapple V8 splash. So we're gonna sip on that also. Ooh, I was actually really thirsty. I was not expecting me to be that thirsty. I know, and it's wild, right? Me, the hydrational himbo, you're thirsty? Crime, criminal. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. But yeah, I was thirsty. But listen, I knew, I'm not even gonna say that. Yesterday I did eat pretty decently. I didn't eat a lot, and I think I was like maybe 100, 200 calories over my deficit. Now keep in mind, I run myself at 1,600 calories a day. I could eat up to 2,000 calories because that's my quote-unquote maintenance. Now, granted, I know that shit is finicky and it's not exact numbers, but that's the numbers that I use. So my maintenance calories that I need a day, and it's probably more. I'm just going to say that it's probably way more. But the number that I use is 2,000. I use 2,000 as my maintenance calories. I have myself at 1,600 calories. So if I eat over 200 of that 1,600, I'm still at 1,800, which is technically still under my maintenance calories, and I'm in a deficit. So yesterday I did pretty good with even with the Christmas and stuff like that. I had a lot of cookies. I did have a lot of cookies. You know, my mom's, they made chocolate chip and sugar cookies, and I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for cookies, dog. I'm a sucker for cookies. They were like, yeah, we got some cookies. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat some. So I ate some. So yesterday was kind of all right. Today is the same thing. I got cookies. I'm gonna be eating cookies and milk tonight. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. But even with what I ate, so I had for lunch, I got leftover baked ham. I love me some baked ham. I'm a big baked ham type of fella. I love me baked ham. So for lunch, I had the normal 3 eggs, piece of cheese, some chicken breast, deli meat. You know, I had some olives and all sorts of stuff like that. But I also had some thing. Long story short, with everything that I'm going to be eating tonight, I hit my protein goal. I hit 140 grams of protein, and with everything that I'm going to be eating tonight, I'm probably going to be sitting around. Probably with my workout that I did today, probably about like 1,900, maybe pushing 2,000 calories, which isn't bad. Isn't bad. If I can do that, then we're talking. You know. So it's been a good 2 days, and tomorrow, of course, it's leg day and it's Waffle House day. So you know. We're getting there. I haven't weighed myself. I'm probably going to do that next week. And then I also need to do like an update on the big man moving, you know, shit like that. I owe it to a lot of people. Maybe in that video on the TikTok, you will be able to see some belly. So if you've been itching at the palms to see some belly, be on the lookout, because we're gonna definitely be doing an update to the big man moving and the weight loss and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got your name back finally? Hey, what's up, Conflict? How you doing, handsome? How you doing? I think he's out. That juice was actually pretty good. Solos are sweaty, can't even get one kill. Are you passively aggressively asking me to come play? Is that what you're doing? Am I picking up? Am I reading between the lines? Are you wanting me to come and play a little bit early? Or are you gonna hold firm to the 9 o'clock? You're just announcing it. Well, yeah, of course. Solos are very sweaty. I mean, any game is sweaty. Have you seen the fucking lobbies that we get into normally? Girl, listen, sometimes we just get lit up like a Christmas tree. Like, sometimes we don't even get to land, right? Like, there are often times that people hit the ground and are shooting at me in the air, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get down there so fast? What am I supposed to do? I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? And then the best part about it is when we land, and then I look up and I'm like, holy fuck. There's like 17 fucking teams landing right here, and they all got crowns. So that means they all won their last match, or like they're on a win streak, and I want to cry. That's really ultimately how I feel 96% of the time when we get land on. Because then they chase me down, right? They chase me down, they shoot me in the back of the head, and I'm dead. And they don't even give me a chance to, like, they didn't even give me a chance to fucking try to, like, crawl away and roll away. Nope. They down me, and then they fucking double tap my ass. And then I'm dead. And then you have to survive, and you have to run around, and then you get caught out, and then it's just a hot mess. It's just a hot mess, dog. Hey, listen, we appreciate you stopping by, handsome. Get yourself, be proud, baby. Get some hydration in you. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, no, it's a crafty situation. It's a crafty situation. Oh my God, is this gonna be another I made you look? Okay. Ah. Oh. Look at this Spider-Man. That's actually really good. Listen, my man's be coloring better than I do. That's crazy. Look at him staying in between the lines, man. Listen, I gotta give a golf clap. I gotta give a golf clap. That's precious. That's precious. And I seen him driving his little car today. That was cute too. I was I got a good chuckle at that. I thought that was adorable. I'm glad that dude, he looks so happy. I don't know, man. I like seeing people happy. I like seeing people happy. And you're a fan, you know, of course, without saying, you're also a fantastic mother, Kato. So, you know, that's there too, you know. I will say that. I do. All the mothers that I know in my life, they are fantastic mothers. They really are. And you know, of course you're going to struggle. Of course there are so many moving pieces, but at the end of the day, your children are fed. Your children are well taken care of. And yes, you might not be at a point where you want to be emotionally or stuff like that, but the fact that you are sacrificing your own health so that your children can be happy and exist and stuff like that, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I think, you know, one of the things that you always say is that you apologize for mothering your kids, and you know it's to hear you mothering your children is a joy for me, and that's because it's none of my business how you mother. The fact that you are mothering and you are there and you are existing in that sort of stance, it's one of my little pleasures that was a secret, but now it's no longer a secret, because sometimes you don't even deserve, like, sometimes you deserve to hear those sort of compliments, because honestly, that's what it is. It was a secret. It was one of my joys. It's something that I feel like I need to share with you, because you deserve to know that you are not only trying your best, but you are exceeding that. You are exceeding that. Of course. Have you heard? First of all, have you heard me speak? Come on now. And secondly, the fact that you put that much emphasis and you are that emotional means that you care and you love those children so much. Like, every time you apologize for being a mother, it baffles me, because it is one of my it's becoming one of my greatest joys to hear. You know, I love it. And again, it's not my place to judge anything. I would never judge how you mother. That is none of my business. Just the fact that you are there and you are mothering, and I am honored enough to sort of, you know, I am honored enough to have a peek of your mothering. May it be through the pictures that you send me or the things that you post, whatever it may be. I am honored to be able to have a peek at that sort of what's the word I'm looking for? That sort of side of you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that really did make sense, because you know, I try my hardest that when I speak to make it sensible, but a lot of times, like, the words are just so it's like static in my head, and it's really hard for me to get them out in a non-chaotic way. So hopefully that did make sense. Hopefully that really did make sense, because you know, you deserve to hear that. Like, cuz I know it can be overwhelming, and I know that, you know, a lot of people will judge you, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh, XYZ." No. I think, and I don't even think, I know for a fact, like, you know, I know for a fact that you are doing the best that you can with the things and the instruments that you have, but I don't know. I never think that it's just the best. I always think you're doing fantastic. It's probably the best way to put it. It's probably the best way to put it in the most sense. You know, it's definitely becoming one of the joys, and not even like in the sense of like you cursing or yelling at them. Just, you know, when little man's comes in and when they ask you for a hug or something simple like that. I don't want to get into too much detail because it's nobody's business, right? I don't want to put your business out there, and I'm definitely not going to put the things that you've trusted and given me the honor to see out there. But you understand what I'm saying, right? You understand what I'm saying. Like, it's become one of the joys in my evening to hear you exist, and to see and to be able to not only see but also be included in that sort of side of you. Included is probably not the best word to put out there, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to put out there. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's the same thing with you know, you guys. Like, you know, Hydro and Mama. It's a little bit different because, you know, the times that we do connect and stuff like that, it's you know, different circumstances. It's the same thing though. Like, I am always honored when people welcome me into those sides of things because I can honor them being a mother, and I can always honor the work that they're doing, you know? Exactly. Exactly. Spoken from another fantastic mother herself, Big Pal. Mothering, being a mom is hard, but recognizing it's hard is meaning you're doing a good job. Absolutely well spoken. I can't, and that's coming from a mother. That's straight up. That is coming from somebody else that also has honored me and, you know, let me into that side of her life and stuff like that. Like it's I don't know. I am big on always, and I'm very careful with it too because I never wanted to come off condescending, right? Like I am childless. I am not a father. I am not a mother. Everything. So I never want to say that, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. No. I full-heartedly support whatever means you have to do. Whatever you think is best for whoever, do it. I just enjoy, I don't know, I just enjoy being there, right? Like, that's really what it is. If they have crowds, it's because they see you as a safe place. Exactly. It is, and I'm big on that, right? Like, I think emotional, it's not regulation. That's not the word I'm looking at. Emotional expression is a hard subject for everybody. It doesn't matter what age you are. And I think that, especially with children, when they act out and when they do certain things, it is difficult for the parents because, let's be honest, your children are going to be the best at getting under your skin. No matter what facet of life, no matter what way you walk, your children are going to be the quickest people to pluck at your last nerve. That's just a fact. They came from you. They are part of you. So of course they're going to know exactly the tone to use, exactly the attitude to use. Shit, I'm speaking from a motherfucker, dude. My mom, I was not a bad kid. I was never a bad kid. I never acted out and stuff like that because I was raised by a single mom. And I was raised majority through my life by strong, independent women. So I am very lucky that in the man that I am now, I was raised with a femininity. Is that the word I'm looking for? Femininity that gives me a different outlook than most men my age. Femininity. I can't say that word. I'm sorry. I try really hard, but that is the word that yeah, exactly. My mom doesn't regulate and never taught me how to regulate, so I have to learn while teaching my own. And it's very exhausting. It's very exhausting, but I think regulating it has many layers, right? And especially with you, Kato, that's why, like, I will never tell somebody how to live their life. That is never going to be in me. But I think, and this is something that I want, if you're comfortable with it, I will never overstep and I will never overreach. But I want to help you be able to sort of be a blackboard or a whiteboard so that you can start working on that regulation for yourself. Does that make sense? If that is something that you're comfortable with, I would be okay with being a sort of chamber of confidence and safety for you to be able to, you know, find sort of a place to stand on so that when these things do, because it is very difficult. If you do not know how to regulate, when you try to regulate, the tide just comes in. It just swallows you and it pushes you all over in every direction. And I am my proponent that if I could give you anything when I come to visit, I want to give you a sort of a comfort and a ritual at night that can help you build and shit like that. I don't know. I can't say. It's hard for me to explain, but hopefully you got the gist of that. I had my oldest when I was freshly 18, and I couldn't regulate for shit. We both had to teach each other's patience, and yeah, of course. You know, that's again. Girl, listen, I gotta get all the mamas in my life in a fucking group chat. I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta get Mama, I gotta get Big Pal, and I gotta get Kato, and I gotta get all these bad bitches in a group chat. 100%. Listen, y'all gotta DM me. I gotta get y'all in a group chat. I'm not even gonna lie, because I think that is a sorority and a coven in the making. I'm not even gonna lie. I think all of you have such fantastic wisdom and energy that you all as mothers can come together and sort of be the sisterhood of traveling pants. I am 100% going to do that. If all of you are okay with that, I am 100% going to do that. But yeah, he's a great kid and a truly good kid, and that's because we work together. We're doing fine. You know your limits. Trust. Exactly. And that's the thing too. Again, I'm not a parent. I've had many fatherless females in my life that have gravitated to me and sort of not used me, that's a bad word, but have sort of borrowed me for a sort of structure in their life. But I will never say that I am a father. I've been a daddy a few times in my life, but I've never been a father. So, you know, a lot of this stuff, and I'm very careful with how I phrase it because I never want to come off condescending. And it's very easy for somebody to come off condescending because I don't know. I'm not in these things. So I'm always very careful about what I say and how I say it. You know what I mean? Your Prince's dad, I'm telling him, you tell him. You can tell him next week. I told you. I'll call you up. And I can have Honey talk to Prince, and you can tell him all about it. Tell him all about it. Our generation as parents undoing generational trauma. That too. I think parroting is. I mean, parroting is a lot of what you knew, and you know, it's difficult because not only are you trying to work on yourself, but in your garden, but now you have other offsprings in other gardens and things that you have to tend to too. So while your garden's getting overgrown, you're trying to make sure that your children's gardens is tended and stuff like that. But eventually it will get to a point where, you know, the work that you're doing and the growth that you're making, your children will pick up on that. And I don't know. Again, I'm not a father or a parent, so I shouldn't really, you know, be in that thing. Yeah, when they build their own universe, exactly. I don't know. I know. I know that the people in my life that are parents, they deserve to hear that a stranger like me thinks they're doing phenomenal. I think they are doing phenomenal, and I think, you know, that it's never going to be easy, and it's never going to be easy answers. It's never going to be anything like that. But the fact of the matter is that you have so much passion and so much energy and so much emphasis on being a parent to your children. That is phenomenal, because as somebody that grew up with an absentee parent, it just that alone is incredible. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. But listen, I got to get on out of here. I got to take some Tylenol. It is 9 o'clock, so it's getting near that time where I need to, you know, get on and answer to my summons. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I like this. I like this a lot. Like I said, we'll be here tomorrow. We will be playing some more Baldur's Gate tomorrow with the hand-holding hooligans at 7 o'clock. And then on Sunday, last Sunday, we got swept up into the fucking narrative of anime fights. Okay? We got swept up into amazing anime fights, and I fucking loved it. But Sunday, we are going to aim for Stardew Valley, and that's sort of the schedule. And then after that, oh, actually, Sunday, I can't. Well, no, I can't. Sunday, I will be gone for the week because I have some stuff I have to do. I have to go watch my Princey Poo. But, yeah. Listen, thank you guys so much. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all behave. Stay blessed. Stay hydrated. Stay beautiful and thick. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, let's end that one. And then listen. We're going to be out of here. Thank you. Adore you. Big forehead kisses to all you big foreheaded bitches. Stay hydrated. Take your medicine. Be kind to yourself. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.